Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. This episode focuses on a sensitive subject: how to face problems. Not just problems, problems that metaphorically knock you out, that make you suffer, make you feel inferior, really disappoint you, frustrate you out of your life. That kind of problems. The problems that we have given an identification, these are really serious problems. Why me? Why now? And it shouldn't have happened to me. These kind of problems. So usually what happens is when these kind of things happen, there are three kind of state of mind that we fall into. There's actually a methodology of how to liberate yourself from these problems. It's incredible that in my journey of exploring this, and I've found out the 3 ways that you can liberate yourself when you face future problems as you walk along this thing called life. Number one state of problem that you have is problem is permanent. We have this delusion that when a problem happens, we tend to think that problem is permanent. Now, we are living in a tropical country. I can bring this example. When you have a dark cloud, on a really beautiful sunny day, the dark cloud covers the entire space of sky. Everything is dark, and suddenly the light is out and it's going to rain. But we don't think, okay, that's it, guys. No more sunlight for the rest of my life. That's it. We don't think like that. We don't have the tendency. We know it's going to last probably a day, few hours a day, couple of days, 4 days, whatever. It'll be gone. We are fine with it. And we adapt to that. But when we have a problem, a big challenge, we do have that issue that we think this is permanent. We think that, okay, this is it. We are done. Our business is done. Our life is done. Our country is done. Our society is done. Our economy is done. We have that tendency. So my first question was like, why? Why do we think like that? So I found out inherently that our entire body, brain and entire body, is actually negative biased. So we're coming through a 2.5 million years of evolution. And we've been civilized, apparently civilized, for about 10 to 12,000 years only. So since the day we started agriculture, we call it, we've been civilized. But what outweigh is our negative biasness, this uncivilized tribal thinking and tribal behavior. It's hard-coded into our system. There's no way we can get out of it. We need to know how to maneuver this. So during this 2.5 million years, guess what we've been doing almost every day? We've been running away from danger. For about a couple of million years, there was a big animal called saber-toothed tiger that apparently killed human beings. That if you see a saber-toothed tiger, there's no way that you're going to win because it's a massive animal and you'll be dead. So we are constantly looking, where's this saber-toothed tiger? When we are wandering around in jungles looking for food. Now that we come out of jungles, seemingly civilized, the psychologists, they have found out, even neurologists, they have actually proven, we still have that fear stored in our body. We're still looking for a saber-toothed tiger. Our mind is actually negative bias. Something little happened. We think there's a saber-toothed tiger. It's about to kill us, eat us. So that's why if something happened, we think we are done. So it's a delusional thinking. We have actually gone way past that. So there's no saber-toothed tiger. That bugger is extinct. And we actually didn't extinct. We actually mastered the art of survival. So you need to incorporate a different language. For you to have that kind of elite mindset, for you to incorporate different language, you need to bring this thing called courage. In Veda and Buddhism, we call it virya, the courage. We need to have that element, the characteristic, if you want to stay positive, if you want to stay empowered. It's not going to come from the air. It never will, never have, and never will come from the environment. You have to do it manually for you. So you have to have courage. Think, okay, I'm thinking like that, I feel like that, it's because this is our inherent nature, but I'm not going to succumb to it. So I'm going to think otherwise. So bring a different language. You can think, okay, I have faced different problems in my life. So many adversities happen in my life. So this is one of those things. And the best way that I actually manage to mitigate is thinking that this problem is actually impermanent. That nothing lasts forever. So will this problem. This too shall pass. So keep incorporating that kind of a language more frequently, more than whatever you think otherwise. So that practice alone will put you in an empowering state, and you can actually navigate that problem. You can cruise through that problem. And not only that, if you keep yourself in such an empowering way, that you actually end up finding strategies, tactics that you can face this problem, come out of this problem victoriously. The second state of mind that I've seen that people usually fall into is, this problem make me incompetent. I'm incompetent. I'm not a competent person. I'm not skillful. Right? I'm a loser. This is again a delusion. Again, it springing from your negative bias brain. If you feel like, okay, I failed this project, I've lost this deal or whatever it is, it's because of lack of some sort of a skill. What is that skill? We're living in the best time in the history of the world to learn any skill. Gone are the days that you have to get a flight, go halfway around the world to learn something. You just have to use this thing called Google. And it's on your palm. You can download so many courses, watch videos. You're watching this video right now for free. There are so many wisdom, knowledge is out there that you can learn, and what you didn't know today, you will know tomorrow. So there's no such thing called I'm incompetent. There's no such thing called I'm a loser, right? You fail something, take it as a lesson, and quickly resort into, okay, what area do I need to develop? Is there something wrong with my emotional intelligence, my character, my discipline, or is this technical knowledge that I have a problem with? Whom do I need to approach? What sort of course or online source that I need to go? Is there an expert that I can get in touch with? So who can help me to quickly resolve this problem and give me the wisdom, inject me the knowledge? So this is the thinking that you need to adopt. And the next thing that I've seen, especially in this part of the world, when something happened, we are quickly resort to thinking that I'm so unfortunate. It's actually springing from our cultural limitations, coming from thinking that you are mostly attached with religion. Actually, they think that you have some sort of you have done something bad in the past lives or something. So it's actually coming and haunting you. I respectfully deny it. You're alive right now. Your existence, present, is far more superior and powerful than anything we have done in the past. You have the skill, you have the knowledge, you have the energy, you have the control to actually defeat that. So knowing that, I hope you will be liberated. So stop thinking that you're unfortunate. And secondly, think how fortunate you are. So you have a pair of eyes to watch this video. How fortunate is that? Imagine some big entity comes to you on one fine day and say, look, there's some very extremely rare chemical in your eyes. We need that. We're going to make trillions of dollars with that. We will give you $300 billion in return. Suddenly you are one of the richest, or probably the richest person on earth. Will you give your eyes? Stay blind. Stay blind as the richest person on earth. You have a pair of ears. What if you can't hear at all what I'm saying? What if you can't hear the music that you enjoy, the talks that you enjoy, the birds call, the waterfall, the joy of listening to those sounds? You can listen to that, isn't it? You can talk, walk. Do you know how fortunate you are? How rare this is? So you're already rich, you're already extremely fortunate. And I always say that the miracle has already happened. The miracle has already happened. We're living in this part of the world, we're always going after some sort of a miracle. Yeah, there are certain miracles there, I'm not denying. But the miracle has already happened. The fact that you are alive. See so many things that happen in this world, especially for the last 3 years. And you cruise through that in your life. This is incredible, isn't it? So when something happened to you, quickly resort to this thing called being grateful, gratitude, and put you in such an empowering state instantly. And thirdly, this is a funny state of mind that we humans have. The problem, we make it contagious to other areas of life. Let's say you have a problem in your company, your business, you're losing sale or some sort of problem that you're facing, and it's prevailing, it's actually prolonging for weeks and weeks. Now, that threshold that I mentioned, the threshold of endurance has crossed, so you're taking this problem into your health, damaging your health. Now you drink excessively every single day. As a result of the problem, now your health is deteriorating. How stupid is that? But people do that. Or you take the problem to your family and offload that with your partner, and now you have a toxic relationship. Or you put it on your children, you crush their spirit, you distance them. Or you kill your spirituality. You're going to do various nefarious activities to find a solution for this problem and breaking all sorts of moral code. And now you are inferior as a human being because you just break the spiritual, the values that you have. It's called contagious. You're taking that into other areas of life. As a result, you're going to go even deeper in the rabbit hole. You're going to drown with the problem. At the end of the problem, you have another hundreds of other problems that you have created along with it. So, don't make it contagious. Now, something that happened to me early this part in this year, at the time of this video is last day of July. I had a severe personal problem at the beginning of this year, and I've conditioned myself for so many years to withstand anything. I thought I'm the thing because I'm actually very strong. And here comes this problem from seemingly from nowhere and knocked me down from my good state of mind. So I was in a cross junction, like, what the hell just happened? So I was in that quick dark spot, like just mentioned. I felt like, whoa, this problem is permanent and I'm not competent of facing this. This shouldn't happen to me. And I was just about to take it to other parts of my life. I felt like maybe go and just whack myself in a pub. I'm non-alcoholic, I'm a teetotaler, but I felt like it. That thought actually went just past my brain. But luckily, I had my other principles, the principles that I know. I used my own coaching principles and I channeled my ego and pride, thinking that, no, I'm going to double down my spiritual practices from now on. I'm going to double down my physical exercises. So I've been exercising since I was a little kid. But the last 4 months, the way that I did my weightlifting, I've never done in any day of my life. The way I did my weightlifting ever in my life, because I doubled down my exercises, the intensity that I brought into the plate, to the game. And doubled down my spirituality. I started meditating a lot. It's incredible progress. I'm loving it. I doubled down my discipline for business. I started working extensive hours with loads of energy. So I channeled that negativity, channeled that my pride and ego in a different way, in a very positive and empowering way. So a few months turn around, I look around at myself, I was like, wow, this problem was actually such a blessing in disguise. I wanted to thank the universe for bringing that problem. So this is how you mitigate that. Incorporate a positive language, incorporate a positive outlook when you feel like you cannot face this problem. When you do that, that threshold gonna get wider. So as a result, end of the problem, like I said, problem never lasts. End of the problem, you become a stronger human being. Your persona, your personality has actually just got broadened, widened, like you can't do with any other exercise on this planet Earth. So you need to, like I said, if you sum up a couple of things, it's about incorporating an empowering language and incorporating a very positive outlook and taking care of the other areas of life. Maybe, like I said, double down the discipline for exercise and practice your spirituality more. Have more nice and loving time with your relationship, with your family. It's going to actually really help you and empower you to really make the problem inferior. So incorporate an empowering language. This is what I use. I may fall, but I'll never be defeated. You can slow me down, but you cannot stop my journey.